The quietest erosion of wealth does not happen during a market crash or through a catastrophic investment failure. It happens in the rhythmic, almost invisible patterns of our daily existence, where small choices compound into a structural deficit. We often speak of financial freedom as a destination reached through windfalls, yet wealth is a byproduct of what we choose not to lose. Specifically, the recurring $300 habits that sit just below the threshold of our conscious attention every single day. When we examine the math of a $300 monthly commitment, we aren't just looking at $3,600 a year. We are looking at the systematic liquidation of our most valuable asset, the future productivity of our capital in a compounding environment. The psychology of this habit is rooted in the threshold of insignificance, where a cost is high enough for dopamine but low enough for no pain. It avoids triggering the brain's financial pain receptors that usually guard against large expenditures, making the cost feel frictionless. Whether it is a premium subscription, habitual dining out, or a car lease, these costs are designed to be entirely invisible. They are quiet costs, the economic friction that slows down our momentum so gradually that we mistake it for a difficult economy. Mathematically, the opportunity cost of $300 a month is staggering when projected over a 20-year horizon. That same capital, redirected into a system returning 7%, would transform into over $150,000. This is the wealth gap, created not by income disparity, but by the delta between those who understand the time value of money. When you spend that $300, you are not just spending currency. You are spending the hours of your life it took to earn it, plus the thousands of hours of freedom that money could have purchased for your future self through compound interest. From a systemic perspective, we live in an economy shifting toward rent-seeking behavior where every aspect of life is a subscription. This effectively taxes our existence before we even begin to build our own equity, keeping us in a state of financial stasis. Income may rise, but quiet habits expand to meet it, ensuring your net worth remains anchored to the floor forever. Meanwhile, the institutions collecting those $300 build massive, enduring empires at your expense. We must recognize that every recurring cost is a claim on our future time, making us administrators for our own creditors. The shift in identity required to escape this trap is profound, moving from a consumer to a financial architect. An architect views money as a building block for a private economic system rather than something to trade for objects. It requires analytical detachment from social pressures that tell us these destructive habits are completely normal. True status is not found in the things we buy, but in the absolute autonomy we possess over our own time. When you eliminate the $300 habit, you aren't depriving yourself. You are reclaiming a portion of your life. Your freedom is worth more than the temporary convenience of a systemic trap designed to keep you broke. Consider the quietest leak in your own system with the cold, calculated resolve of a mathematician solving an equation. The path to a fortune is paved with the $300 you chose to keep and the habits you chose to break. Build your own system in a world that would rather you remained a quiet participant in its own destruction. Reclaim your future today, one choice at a time, and watch your private economic empire begin to grow. This growth is not accidental. It is the result of intentional, disciplined reallocation of your most precious resources. Every gear in your financial machine must be calibrated to work for you, not against your long-term interests. When you ignore the small, glowing traps of consumption, you create a space for real wealth to actually take root. Time becomes your greatest ally when you stop leaking capital into the pockets of massive, faceless corporations. Strategic moves on your personal financial chessboard will eventually lead to a checkmate against systemic poverty. The trend of your life will shift from a flat line of survival to an exponential curve of prosperity. Watch as the clouds of financial confusion dissipate, revealing a clear sky of economic clarity and purpose. Your reflection in the mirror of the future will show a person who mastered the math of their own life. Follow the compass of logic and compound interest away from the traps of immediate, shallow gratification. Stand firm on the solid foundation you have built, brick by brick, through every small, disciplined decision. Small symbols of expense are transformed into massive portfolios of assets that work while you sleep. Reallocate your energy and your capital toward the systems that will actually sustain you in the long run. Craft the tools you need to navigate the complex world of modern finance with confidence and skill. Choose the path that leads to freedom, even if it seems less crowded than the path of consumption. Understand the deep roots of wealth and how they are nourished by the small choices you make daily. Dissolve the habits that no longer serve your future and replace them with a new sense of calm. Hold the key to your own independence with a confident smile, knowing you have mastered the system. Rise above the river of constant consumption and look toward a horizon of true financial possibility. Document your strategies and stay focused on the long-term vision of the life you want to build. Prune the branches of unnecessary expense to ensure the healthy growth of your financial tree. Calculate your gains with precision and watch as the numbers begin to work in your absolute favor. Walk away from the path of recurring costs and step firmly onto the path of productive investment. Identify the hidden costs in every contract and protect your future from the quiet leaks of the system. Break the small habits that hold you back and invest that capital into something that truly matters. Adjust the levers of your financial control room to optimize for the highest possible growth over time. Set a new direction for your life, guided by the compass of logic and the power of compound interest. Watch as small streams of saved capital converge into a powerful river of enduring personal wealth. Hold the seed of financial knowledge and nurture it until it grows into a massive protective tree. Surround yourself with the wisdom of economic masters and learn the secrets of systemic wealth building. Master the diagram of compound interest and use it to accelerate your journey toward absolute freedom. Witness the transformation of small clouds of debt into a vibrant rainbow of financial opportunity. See your future self reflected in the mirror of prosperity, free from the chains of recurring habits. Follow the blueprint you have crafted and build a system that will protect you for generations to come. Build the engine of your financial success and let it run with the power of discipline and math. Make every move on your chessboard count, securing your future one strategic decision at a time. Walk on the path of gold coins you have earned